Hey, it's Forerunner Fanatic 81, and today I get to install these on my baby, on my truck. Now these are 2-inch wheel spacers, okay? I'll push the wheel out a bit more, give it that bulldog stance. And there's a ton of these videos out there. You don't necessarily need to look at this one, but I figured, what the hell, why not make my own? Also, I haven't seen too many for Forerunners. I've seen Tacomas, I've seen Tundras, Chevys, Fords, but not too many Forerunners. So I figured, why not make my own? And if someone else has a Forerunner, at least they get to see it on a truck that's similar to theirs. Now, one of the differences between my video and all those other ones I've seen is that my garage is dirty and the truck is dirty. Now, that doesn't matter. I'm gonna clean the wheels before I actually do the job, but it's not gonna be pretty, okay? But you'll get to see step by step how this is done. Now, the nice thing and the safe thing about these is that they're hub-centric and wheel-centric. So you'll see this fits right onto the hub, like snug right onto the hub, and this fits flush with the rotor, okay? And my wheels, okay, fit directly on this. So it's not as if I'm just putting a plate in between the wheel and the hub. This actually fits directly both on the hub and on the wheel, which makes it much safer and less likely to fall off while I'm driving down the highway at 100 kilometers an hour. Now, just a warning before you go out and buy these. Bora themselves, in the instructions, they say if these are not put on by a certified mechanic, or if you put any thread locker on the studs, you basically voided the warranty. Okay, and I haven't heard anyone else in any of these spacer videos say this, but if you're not put on by a mechanic and you do any modification to these at all and something doesn't work out, you're basically out your 4 spacers and you have to buy new ones. Bora will not replace them. Okay, so know that before you do this job. Like I said before, both the truck and the garage are dirty. Now, I don't care, I just want to get this job done. But just because the truck's dirty doesn't mean the job has to be dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna clean the wheels with synthetic steel wool, okay, and the studs themselves I'll get with this steel wire brush. Okay, now these are 2 things you can easily go to your hardware store and pick up. Now I'm applying this anti-seize lubricant to the rotor before I put on the spacer. The reason for that is if for any reason I have to take the spacer off, those 2 pieces of metal aren't jammed together, right? I won't have to pry them off. So this makes sure that if the rotor has to come off, it'll come off a bit easier. I'm gonna be using blue thread locker to secure the spacer to the rotors. Now, I'm sure I'm gonna get all kinds of comments for this because everyone seems to have their own opinion on this. Now, the reason I'm using blue instead of red is high strength. So those will really be fastened on, and if I have to get it off for any reason, I actually have to heat the studs to be able to get that off. Now with blue, I don't have to worry about that. I just need a breaker bar. I should be able to free the bolts using a breaker bar, no heat, okay? Because I don't want to compromise my studs. So I'm going with blue. I've seen guys use red, I've seen guys use nothing. So everyone seems to be doing whatever they want to do. I'm going with blue. Side note, To eliminate any rubbing of the tire and the fender, I had to remove the mud flap and do some fender trimming at the front. Now, if you want to know how to do that in detail, there are a ton of videos on Instagram TV or YouTube on how to do that job properly.